the new challenger.
And they've gone for the same character. Neither side is gonna want to lose this one.
I can't wait for this match to begin.
All right, first round. What's going to happen?
All right, let's go.
Checks with the projectile. It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach?
I want to see them both lay it all on the line here.
Pressuring them in the corner.
This might be an important turn in the match.
Oh? They're really being worked over in the corner.
They create a good situation here. Now to capitalize. Maybe thinking something.
So they break forward to pressure the opponent, taking stock. Uses the drive rush to deprive them of their turn. Gonna spin their gauge on a drive rush here. Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense.
What's gonna happen next?
KO!
We've got ourselves a winner.
Bags the round. What did you make of it?
There was a lot to like about that last round. They're in the pocket now and they gotta keep on the gas.
All right, let's see what happens in this next round. Player 2 has a slight life lead.
Now's the time to strike while the iron's hot.
They're backed up into the corner.
This is where things are gonna get very interesting.
Player 2 is holding on to that corner advantage.
Now's the time to strike while the iron's hot. Oh, this is getting tense.
Knockdown screams forward with the drive rush. Atlas Flame.
Get in there and fight.
Links it. Nowhere to run.
Come on, you gotta give me more.
Connects with the throw.
Dishing out the hot stuff.
Willing to risk it for the overdrive. Oh my God, what's gonna happen? Closes it out.
What was that?
Hard fought on both sides. What did you think?
Not gonna lie, I was entertained. Gotta give it up for two hard-working fighters.
Throws him. What's next?
Yeah.
Checks with the projectile. Now they get pushed into the corner, where it's going to be hard to escape. This range is where it gets interesting. You gotta utilize the reach of your moves to bait out and attack. Player 2 needs to use what little drive they have left effectively. Adds parry to the pressure. Takes the jump in. With the life gap opening up, hits.
Ooh, nice finish.
Not sure how you're gonna break the rhythm that was established last round. You might need to pin your hopes on a miracle.
Hey, violence may not always be the answer, but life is multiple choice, you get me? I like it.
Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Early round decisions are so important to set the tone.
Well, we gotta see what length both fighters are willing to go to.
Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity.
Ooh, something's building, I can feel it.
Nice parry. Big throw.
Amazing awareness there.
Akuma going in.
Calm before the storm here.
Crafting it out up close. Oh, what a rush. Drive rush to keep it going. Life lead here, but it's still anyone's game. Hits him with the throws him.
Doesn't get any better than that.
Links it, huge hit. Oh my heart, I can't, man.
Oh, this is getting too close to call.
Down and out.
Damn, that was intense.
Oh my days, that was a real intense fight.
Put it on the best bout list. Talk about a barn burner.
Combo with the target combo. Not shy with the grab.
That was a good one.
Goes for the fireball. At this range, many attacks connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is so important here. Gonna spin their gauge on a drive rush here. Big drive gauge disparity has opened up, and it wouldn't surprise me if they try to open up that gap further.
Gotta be planning something.
The low is denied. Neither fighter is willing to back down from this exchange.
What's their flip?
KO.
We've got ourselves a winner.
That last round was a pretty one-sided affair, to put it lightly.
Well, we know one player decided to show up and put in the work today.
Atlas Flame.
That was super good.
They're in the corner, and the beatdown continues. Player 2 will need to play it conservative until their drive refreshes. Player 1 will look to apply pressure here.
Feels like we're right in the eye of the storm.
Tell him overall hit. Akuma playing the hide-and-seek game. SA gauge. Oh, what a rush! Burns out.
Oh, hitting a real rough patch.
Pressure building! Building! You're done!
Great stuff there, right at the end.
Our fighters are ready to lay it all on the line.
Violence is on the menu tonight.
Let's see what they try and do here in this first round.
Well, I hope their training paid off.
That overhead was a bit obvious. Now they get pushed into the corner, where it's going to be hard to escape.
This might be an important turn in the match.
Important tech there in the corner. You can use a drive rush like that to keep control of the pressure. Player 2 will be in a world of hurt if this drive gauge runs out. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. At this range, many attacks connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is so important here. Burnout is triggered.
Oh, this isn't looking good.
They can nice. Sees the combo through and takes the round.
We've got ourselves a winner.
You can tell that one player was not holding back during that round, while the other couldn't get it going.
Yep, that was a bit one-sided. No idea what happened there, but that wasn't a good look.
Throws to get around their defense.
Nice, liking that.
Juicy opportunity now in the corner.
Feels like we're right in the eye of the storm.
They're in the corner and the beatdown continues.
They created a good situation here. Now to capitalize.
That throw is not gonna reach. Flash knuckle. Picks a good spot to use the super.
Amazing awareness there.
Holding it out with the super arc. Nice and clean. That's what happens when you capitalize on all your chances.
Oh, wow, someone just got turned into a hashtag.
Oh, we're gonna run it back now? This thing ain't over yet.
Oh, they're just gonna keep going? Fine by me.
Tries to bait him with the projectile. We're still early in the round.
I want to see them both lay it all on the line here.
On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Parries the attack and shuts down the air approach. Lays on the pressure with the projectile. Easily escapes. Player 2 chases him down.
Ooh, something's building, I can feel it. Might be collecting their thoughts here.
Takes a trip. With the life gap opening up, they need to utilize drive. Hell!
Good round.
You can tell that one player was not holding back during that round, while the other couldn't get it going.
Yep, that was a bit one-sided. No idea what happened there, but that wasn't a good look.
Opens him up with the throw.
That was super good.
Drive rush to keep it going. Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner hit. Throw's no good. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Dash. Checks with the sandblast. That's a count.
That was good.
It's there.
Ha, they ain't getting up.
Player 2 took no...
Here comes a new challenger.
Everyone's getting fired up and we're just ready to get started.
I can't wait for this match to begin.
The fight just started. This is Tasty Steve on commentary.
You never get a second chance to make a first impression. So let's make this count.
Drive rush to keep the momentum.
Good stuff there.
So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Fights back out of the corner. Parries the attack. Grabs him.
Ooh, Might be collecting their thoughts here.
Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. If that attack landed for a counter hit, they'll have to decide how to follow up.
Nice one.
Decides to meet them in the air. Both fighters are barely alive. Will this super art connect?
Yeah.
Comes from behind to pick up the win. They took advantage of every chance.
Amazing nerves to fight back for the win.
They exchange blows.
I get it.
They back the opponent into the corner, now to apply the pressure.
This is where things are gonna get very interesting.
Drive time. The overhead breaks their rhythm and shakes things up. Flawless. They got them so quick.
Great stuff there, right at the end.
See what eating your spinach does for you kids? What a win!
Nature is funny, you know? Sometimes you gotta fight. Sometimes you get gifted one.
Street Fighter 6. Fighting ground.
How's this matchup gonna shake out? It's gonna be exciting to see.
I'm gonna be paying close attention, so you better deliver.
The fight just started. This is Tasty Steve on commentary.
You never get a second chance to make a first impression. So let's make this count.
Backs him into a corner.
This might be an important turn in the match. What's their play here?
They're being absolutely relentless with this fireball pressure in the corner. Player 2 needs to deal with his burnout. One fighter's drive gauge is just about empty. They gotta scramble and recover quickly.
Might be collecting their thoughts here.
So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Life lead opens up.
Oh, just a little bit more.
Time to drive rush to keep it going. They return to center stage. Ayo.
Ha, they ain't getting up.
Player 2 with a pretty convincing win. But what's next?
The pressure's building, and we're gonna see a blowout real soon.
All right, let's see what happens in this next round. Lots of up-close clashes that last round. Will both sides decide to slug it out again?
Gotcha, I get it.
Gotta be mindful of reach and jump ins at this range. Goes for the drive rush.
That was super good.
Oh, remember, spend some meter here, investing in the round.
That was super good.
This is gonna kill, no doubt about it. That was a clinic on how a solid neutral game wins matches.
Oh, wow, someone just got turned into a hashtag.
Tries to bait him with the projectile.
That was a good one.
It's backed into the corner with pressure building.
Ooh, something's building, I can feel it.
Neither of them willing to give up ground here. Player 2 is almost dead, but some clutch drive moves and a few prayer hits.
We've got ourselves a winner.
Not sure how you're gonna break the rhythm that was established last round. You might need to pin your hopes on a miracle.
Hey, violence may not always be the answer, but life is multiple choice, you get me? I like it.
Uses a target combo as a filler. Player 1 will need to play it conservative until their drive refreshes. Throws a fireball. Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner here.
Feels like we're right in the eye of the storm.
Knocked him out of the air.
That was super good.
Needs to find a chance to seal the deal here. What? An anti-air?
Dishing out the hot stuff.
Who's gonna take it?
One more attack's gonna do it. Come on.
Goes for the fireball, which is very strong at this range. Nice fireball. No, dangerous range here. Were they looking to connect with an overdrive arc from this situation? Only a little bit of down and out.
I'm liking that finish.
Hard fought on both sides. What did you think?
Put it on the best bout list. Talk about a barn burner.
We're here in the first round. Which one of them will let their fist do the talking?
You never get a second chance to make a first impression. So let's make this count.
Maintains composure and fights out of the corner. That's some big, juicy damage on that counter hit.
I get it, I get it.
Uses the drive rush to deprive them of their turn. They're not afraid to let the overdrive arc fly even when their drive gauge isn't topped off. Shoots off a fireball up close. Life lead opens up. KO.
Ooh, nice finish.
Bags the round. What did you make of it?
I bet they're thinking of some trash talk for the post-match commentary. They've got to keep their eye on the prize.
Yeah, I can't wait to see how these two take it to the next level. Jumps up. Barely blocks the jump in.
Calm before the storm here.
Medium kick hits. They're in the corner and the beatdown continues.
They create a good situation here. Now to capitalize.
Links it. There's an overdrive Shoryu. They're in the corner. This may change the match.
Come on, you
Solid anti-air.
doesn't get any...
KO.
We've got ourselves a winner.
We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win?
This is anyone's round. Both fighters better bring it here.
That last round shows just how important corner pressure is to winning a match. You really need to keep pushing while avoiding the corner yourself.
Gotcha, I get it.
Oh, you never know what can happen here. Quick medium pose. Links it. Player one with the rhythm owning it.
This fight's getting real interesting now.
Didn't hesitate going for the kill with that super. You're done.
Damn, that was intense.
Oh my days, that was...
Comes a new challenger.
This isn't about just winning the match. Pride and bragging rights are at stake here. Both fighters need to bring their A game to the table.
None of you are going home disappointed after this fight. Bet on it.
Tries, but not gonna get the throw. Goes for the fireball. Tons of time left. How's this match going to play out?
I want to see them both lay it all on the line here.
Pressuring them in the corner.
This might be an important turn in the match.
Blocks the jump in.
Good stuff there.
Gets a buff in the meantime. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Box him with the target combo.
Gotta be planning something.
Solid throw test. Player one chases him down.
Ooh, something's building. I can feel it.
The damage is really piling up now. You can see how cornering your opponent is such an KO.
I'm liking that finish.
What are your thoughts on what happened during that last round?
This fight is getting mad personal, and I'm liking it.
You got that right. Oh, the next round started. Feeding the devil inside. This fight is just underway. What kind of game plan do they have?
We gotta see what lengths both fighters are willing to go to.
Full SA meters on deck for both sides. This could be over soon. Scrapping it out up close. Crowns it from above.
We live for these kind of fights.
Try to do something new and goes super hard to show what a PhD in fighters can do for you. Closes it out.
Great stuff there, right at the end.
Jamie.
Man, I could watch these two fight each other forever.
Put it on the best bout list. Talk about a barn burner.
How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here?
Oh, they're just gonna keep going? Fine by me.
Drive rush to keep the momentum. Okay, takes them all the way to the corner. Still slugging it out here.
What's their play here?
And... uses the drive rush to deprive them of their turn.
Smart decision.
Goes for the drive rush there. Combo with the target combo.
Maybe thinking something.
Takes a trip. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Very critical point of the match with full drive gauge available. Goes with the safe. It's there!
Ha! They ain't getting up.
Great round with both fighters really going at it.
Man, you think these two are best friends or something where they're beating on each other. Amazing awareness there.
Carries the projectile. This range is where it gets interesting. You gotta utilize the reach of your moves to bait out and attack. Uses a target combo as a filler. Shows the medium kick. They exchange blows.
Ooh, landed a nice one there.
Cool. Springs forward with the drive rush. Adds some damage and flare with the super.
Amazing awareness there.
Lands the Getsuga Saito. Going for that juicy damage. Great burnout trigger.
What's gonna happen next?
Raw critical arts? Yo, what's gonna happen? Hey, oh.
Great stuff there, right at the end.
And that's the match.
Now, find a new rival.
Everyone's getting fired up and we're just ready to get started.
I can't wait for this match to begin.
Here we go. Let's see what these fighters have in store.
Yeah, I'm really excited to see these two fight it out.
Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner.
This might be an important turn in the match.
Player 2 is just about out of drive after that.
What's their play here?
All right, what's coming next? What's their game plan here at this critical stage?
Oh, just a little bit more.
Gets it.
Good round.
You could tell that one player was not holding back during that round, while the other couldn't get it going.
Yep, that was a bit one-sided. No idea what happened there, but that wasn't a good look.
Both fighters want to establish themselves early on.
Here we go. I want to see them put on a show.
Throws to get around their defense.
Smart decision.
They're backed up into the corner.
There's a just keep busting out the heavy artillery until you break it.
Opts to continue laying on the pressure with the dry roll. Experiencing burnout.
You know what you gotta do when the chips are down.
Like looking for the overhead this time.
Hold it down strong. I like that.
Connects with the throw.
Dishing out the hot stuff.
Crafting chisels them down.
Damn, that was intense.
Here's the final round. The real fight starts now.
Time to go big or go home. Let's see how these two hold it down.
Overhead, but it won't work.
Gotta give it up for that solid defense. We got a real fight now.
Oh, you never know what the throw connects.
Doesn't get any better than that.
Back into the corner, burns out.
Oh, hitting a real rough patch.
Amazing. E-Techno. Player, give him some of that PDA. Wow, that took off a chunk.
Things are getting heated.
Down and out.
What was that?
Player 1 made some smart moves there. Great game.
Oh, those two sent the crowds home happy. What an amazing match.
Tries to do something new and goes for the fireball. Good old slap. Tries to keep the pressure on the opponent by zoning with fireballs. Maintains composure and fights out of the corner. Blocks the ambiguous crosser.
Oh, just a little bit more.
Life lead opens up. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be.
Gotta be planning something.
Big throw.
That was super good.
That throw misses. Both sides are gonna go for the super art.
Ooh, this is
KO.
I'm liking that finish.
Did you feel that? That's tension in the air.
Talk about your close rounds. That was frantic. Ooh.
Perfect parry to stop them. Time to go on the offensive. Oicho throw. You can't let the big man get close like that. Early round decisions are so important to set the tone.
Here we go. I want to see them put on a show. Ooh, this is getting tense.
Experiencing burnout. Gotta be mindful of reach and jump in at this range. Oicho. Good instinct to spin resource. The overhead denied.
Hold it down strong. I like that.
Needs to find a tree. It's there.
We've got ourselves a winner.
That was a solid win. Give me your takeaways on what we just.
Here comes a new challenger.
We got a good match on deck right now, and no one's gonna want to blink once the action gets started.
These two don't give me what I want. I may have to come in there and bust them up myself.
Decides to go with the target combo. Not a lot of damage dealt so far. No telling how this round will turn out.
Gotta keep pushing.
Will they hit, whip, charge in? Tricky territory here.
What's their play here?
Reads the overhead wheel and blocks.
Gotta give it up for that solid defense.
Burnout is triggered.
Bit off a bit more than they can chew.
Will this super art connect? It's there!
Great stuff there, right at the end.
What are your thoughts on what happened during that last round?
There was a lot to like about that last round. They're in the pocket now and they gotta keep on the gas.
You're 100% right. Let's see if they can clue in on that and make adjustments next round. The corner makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here?
Ooh, something's building. I can feel it. What's gonna happen next?
Checks with the medium kick. Opens him up with the throw.
Amazing awareness there.
Jumps in. Barely Ooh, burnout activates.
Oh, hitting a real rough patch.
Big throw. Player 2 will look to apply pressure.
Feels like we're right in the eye of the storm.
Goes for the fireball, which is very strong and this is gonna hurt. We're so close to this. The overhead denied.
Gotta give it up for that solid defense. Get in there and fight!
Risky play, but it pays off. There's a burnout.
Oh, expect some
You're done.
Damn, that was intense.
Whew. I think I forgot to breathe that whole round.
This is what a real fight looks like. It doesn't get any better than this.
A jump? They switch to what a run. Player 2 is in a very good spot now.
Come on, you gotta give me more. More!
Oh, you never know what can happen here. Next the counter.
That was good. I like it. More of that.
Burns out. Player 2 throws him.
Dishing out the hot stuff.
This is a complete shutdown. They can't escape. Player 2
Flatline him.
target combo hit plus a cap away a damage. Are you for real?
That was unreal.
Akuma,
Player 2 was the only one left standing after that. That's what I like to see. Talk that.
Oh, those two sent the crowds home happy. What an amazing match.
round 1.
So what are our fighters planning in this opening round?
You never get a second chance to make a first impression. So let's make this count.
They're really being worked over in the corner.
Gotta keep pushing.
Let's see how they apply their corner pressure in this situation.
Ooh, something's building. I can feel it.
Ayo.
Ooh, nice finish.
That last round was a pretty one-sided affair, to put it lightly.
Well, we know one player decided to show up and put in the work today. Nice. Liking that.
Still slugging it out and getting sweaty. Throw escape. That's a counter.
That was good. I like it. More of that.
Uses a target combo as a filler. They back the opponent into the corner, now to apply the pressure.
This is where things are going to get very interesting.
Fireball into the corner. They're trying to force the opponent into making a mistake. The overhead
That was super good.
closes it out.
I'm liking that finish.
Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point.
Time to go big or go home. Let's see how these two hold it down.
Jumps! Smart move to stay on guard.
Gotta give it up for that solid defense.
Oh, you never know what can happen here. Player 1 can't let this simmer. They gotta start cooking.
Come on, you gotta give me more. More!
Reads the throw and escape. Below.
Dishing out the hot stuff.
Passes the blinks it. There's a burnout.
You know what you gotta do when the chips are down.
Still alive? Still alive! Hanging on by a thread. Just one final push. Still got no limit. Fights back with no hesitation or regret. Open up. It's time for business.
That was super good.
What a smart throw!
Doesn't get any better than that.
It's over!
That was unreal!
Player 2 is gonna...
Here comes the new challenger. You must crush them.
Both fighters are ready to get started. I can't wait to see what kind of tricks they have up their sleeves.
Violence is on the menu tonight.
Let's see what they try and do here in this first round.
All right, let's go.
You can use a drive rush like that to keep control of the pressure. Knockdown.
Ooh. What's their play here?
Now they get pushed into the corner, where it's going to be hard to escape.
This might be an important turn in the match.
Uses the drive rush to deprive them of their turn. Throws them. What's next?
Nice. Liking that.
The damage is really piling up in KO.
Good round.
Yeesh. That didn't look like a fair fight at all. But let me hear your thoughts.
Ooh, that last round was pretty ugly. One of the most disrespectful things I've seen in a while.
That attack landed for a counter hit. They'll have to decide how to follow up.
Nice one.
The spacing is so on point right now. Any mistake here will be big. Smart play with the throw.
That was super good.
Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity.
Ooh, something's building. I can feel it.
Ooh, burnout activated.
Hitting a real rough patch.
Making sure they're done. Using the super to get the KO. You're done.
Great stuff there, right at the end.
Mine.
That was a close one. Had me sweating over here.
That fight had a little bit of everything in it. We gotta see more from these two.
Drive rush to keep the momentum. Player 2 with the life lead.
Gotta keep pushing.
Player 2 is just about out of drive after that. Uses the drive rush to deprive them of their turn.
Maybe thinking something.
Had the radar up and running.
Smart decision.
The corner takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super.
Okay.
Nice. Sees the combo through and takes the round.
Good round.
Bags the round. What did you make of it?
There was a lot to like about that last round. They're in the pocket now and they gotta keep on the gas.
You got that right. Oh, the next round started. Zones with the fireball. Springs forward with the drive rush.
Oh, this is getting tense.
What'll happen here? Juicy opportunity now in the corner. Takes the hit and keeps on trucking.
Ooh.
Opts to continue laying on the pressure, experiencing burnout.
You know what you gotta do when the chips are down.
A real test of nerves here.
The wind's in their sights, but they gotta play smart.
Looking for a chance. This is gonna hurt. Puts the brakes on the impact.
Hold it down strong. I like that.
Goes for the fireball to force a reaction. Player 1 can't use any drive and closes it out.
What was that?
This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks.
This is anyone's round. Both fighters gotta bring it here.
Gets a little space with the throw.
Amazing awareness there.
Takes to the sky. Of the throw connects.
Dishing out the hot stuff.
Oh, you never know what can happen here. Fires up. It just bets it all on the drive rush. Looking for a hole. Crowns them from above. He's adamant for this cookout. Fireball pressure. Trying to wear down the opponent. What a smart throw.
Doesn't get any better than that.
Noticeable life lead is a huge chance. No hesitation or regret. Open up. It's time for business.
Dishing out the hot stuff.
They are done.
That was unreal.
Player 2.
Hey, hello, what's up? Welcome to the stream. How you doing today? Everybody doing good? Sorry, I'm watching another stream, so. I have been muted this whole time. Feel free to ask. Ain't no matches been pulling up. I'm about that for sure. I'll be late. I'll be on later for Call of Duty.